Morning, you have previously demanded for an investigation into how the Public Investment Corporation money ended up in VBS coffers. Are you satisfied that things are progressing as they are?
Yes, I'm happy that at least we are coming closer to the goal. But what is needed now is for Cyril Ramaphosa, if he is willing, to assign a task team of a law enforcement agency with a view to follow each and every transaction. Take one individual. If so-and-so has been paid 25 million, 30 million, and so on, get the financial intelligence services to punch the account number where that money was deposited into. And then it will tell whether the money has gone to political parties, has gone to individuals, and so on and so on. That is the next step which should take place. And then the NPA, at the end of the day, must have a say with a view to charge those people. It's no longer going to help for people to make noise about anymore. Let's take action. The evidence is there. What are they waiting for? We've been saying this from time immemorial to say this is how we should fight people who are misusing public funds. It's worse with PIC. We have been calling for the suspension of the CEO of that institution. Yesterday we hear that his name is once more again. But how do you do investigation if you keep him there at PIC? These guys are not serious.
I know you're saying we shouldn't go back, but just take us into your confidence a bit. When you were calling, I'm saying, I know you say we shouldn't go back, just take us into your confidence a little bit. When you were calling for the investigation, what sort of information did you have? Has this information seen the light of day? What is it that we don't know at this point?
Yeah, it looks like you don't know anything, the way you guys frame your questions. Even some political leaders who were speaking before me. I've handed over the evidence or the information to the president. The president has agreed to do an inquiry. The inquiry was told by Nene, who ended up being a conflicted person in the PIC through his son. Now we have a new government, a new minister. Let's hope he will take that information which was handed to them and investigate this matter. In fact, on the 28th of September, I went to see Senior Counsel Bartlett, who is doing a forensic auditing on PIC, and I gave him everything. And you watch the space.
You make a recommendation that the president must put together.
What recommendations?
That you just spoke about now, that the president must put together a task team.
Okay.
Is that necessary at all? Don't we have institutions already? Don't we just need to go to the South African Reserve Bank to get records and let the Hawks do their job?
The task team is necessarily, when I said the task team must be composed of law enforcement agencies. It will be quicker, and if you allow a multi-pronged approach, you are going to get to the bottom of those criminals and the recipients of those millions quicker than only going to the Hawks. How many people have been reporting cases to the Hawks? And what action have they taken? But if you task you established a task team composed of the Hawks, police, intelligence, the people from the NPA, you will get results. You'll get better results as soon as possible.
Mr. Holomisa, what happens to the people who are not really certain right now about whether they're going to be getting their money or not?
That is the responsibility of the ANC government. They must tell us what plan B is, because they have allowed this rot, and some of them are allegedly being involved in this. And even the ANC, you heard that they benefited in some of those VBS transactions through a dinner which was held somewhere in Bloemfontein.
Let's just talk about the calls that the EFF was making for a review of how the South African Reserve Bank works. Was that a candid call, in your opinion?
The priority now is about the people who have stolen the money. Let's start with that first.
Mm-hmm.
The priority now is about people who have taken money. The lawyer himself who was doing this investigation is telling us that the VBS leadership misled the Reserve Bank.
Mr.
In other words, the Reserve Bank will still be given the benefit of doubt, because they were misled by people who were leading the bank. It's the same thing as PIC leadership and the board. So the thing is rotten across the board.
Mr. Holomisa, when you have time, please, we invite you to studio to talk some more about especially your interactions with the law authorities in this regard. Thank you so much for your time this morning. We now go to Parliament, where the